Hello. Hello. Welcome. Welcome once more. We come back. We come back. Oh, I had another Grimsley save. Oh, yeah, this was when I first played the game. Yeah. Forgot about that. But we're back here. To this one. Ooh. Ooh. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Tyranny. We're back to spread our own tyranny. Ooh, yes. Ooh. Gotta be scary. Gotta be so scary. So very scary. Hold on, I just gotta check something. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Echo Call Crossing must be taken before Kyros' forces can press their attack on the Vengerins well. Citadel. Help the disfavored subdue the rebels and take control of the crossing. What's our current quest? Earthshaker reinforces. Radix, leader of the Earthshakers, has been summoned from the Stone Sea to reinforce the Earthshakers already in the valley. However, there's been no sign of them since the valley was sealed. You agreed to investigate their last known location of these reinforcements and learn their fate. Travel to the northern clearing to search for Earthshakers' forces. Okay. We want to go to the Echo Call Crossing. Would be a good place to look for the missing iron.
You look as if you have something on your mind. By all means, what can I do for you?
Our allies do not share the disfavored sense of honor and this discipline. The course will trust any criminal, rapist, or half-wit with a truncheon or blade. What would you like to know about the Scarlet Courses? What do you know of those voices in around? The Archon of Secrets. All I know are rumors, hearsay, speculation. But that's as much as anyone knows of the voices. Some accounts tell that he's actually dead, and the Overlord has trapped the minds of his foes in the same body to torture them all, as likely an explanation as any I've heard. In truth, I know little of the voices, and have reason to suspect almost anything about him could be true. You can tell me his tears turn cheese back into milk, and it would seem more sensible to believe you than not. You know anything of his powers? I'm no scholar of sorcery, but I understand it. The voices in the rot is a thief of minds. They say he can swipe your thoughts and make his own. I do not know how it works. When I recruited into the disfavor, the Iron Marshal told me never to take an audience with the voices if I didn't have a witness on hand. Do you think him disloyal? I really shouldn't comment on such matters. I heard his tears can turn cheese into milk. That's very amusing, Fate Binder. What do you know of his associate, the Archon of Siren? Siren is the Archon of Song, and one of the youngest of her rank. She can influence human emotion with her voice alone. The voices may be the conductor of the chorus, but I'd argue Siren is the best weapon. The voices put her talent to good use. He had her singing a song up and down the coast, and Tearsmen defected to the chorus in droves. Back to my question. What can tell me about their troops and tactics? Tactics? These are the first I've heard of them. The chorus is more of an irregular mob than a proper army. Still, it's a well-armed mob, and they even have a few proper warriors and magicians in their pitiful excuse for ranks. Damn. They don't. So they don't like them. So it seems like Barrick really does not like the Scarlet Chorus. I guess that makes sense in a way. He is part of the disfavored. What do you know of their warriors? Most coarse rats are untrained peasants handed a knife or a pitchfork. It doesn't take much to qualify you for the front lines. Only one needs a beating heart. One only needs a beating heart, and even the chorus could make do. Of course not everyone in the chorus is an infirm child or sickly old crone. Some ex-soldiers and madmen join, and the fighting elite of the chorus form a clique known as the Scarlet Furies. Barrick is too dismissive by far, but he's right. Most recruits are novices pressed into the service. Most will not survive the first few battles. Those who live will have experience to lead, and those who fall can easily be replaced. What sort of magic does the chorus use? The blood chanters are the mages who follow the voices of Narat. Like the chorus itself, Their order is not steeped in tradition and antiquity, rather built on knowledge stolen from other guilds. Their fire magic earns them a place on the battlefield, but they also have chants that stir the mind and the heart. The motherless sods have spells that can bolster a man's courage or tap into his fears. If the chorus is a mob, how's it led and supplied? The voice of the voices of Narat gives orders to his elite commanders, who in turn send instructions out to the gang captains. But beneath that hierarchy, it is chaos. Whole gangs will break from the larger force and disperse back into their homelands. The chorus is inefficient beyond words, and yet more bodies keep coming in to replace those lost in the mess. Inefficient? Every weakling lost in the shuffle is one less burden to those in the choir, still dancing to the song of battle. Our ways must be harsh, otherwise the stupid and the soft will inherit the chant. The chorus has a lot of mouths to feed, so the conscripts that can't or won't fight are made to gather food and water, else I'm told they're fed to the pigs, becoming food and water in sense. Fine contrast to the honor, efficiency, and decency of the disfavored. The Legion demands courage and tenacity, but provides us with good iron, and does not leave its soldiers to forage like vultures. How do you think the Scarlet Chorus convinced so many Tearsmen to join them? It began with Sirid. She had a song that got whole villages marching to her will, and once these peasants killed their neighbors or cousins in service to of the voices, it either hardened them into warriors or broke their mind for servitude. Lots of criminals and drifters joined the chorus too. Seems like the scum of the Tears just needed a promise of glory and sanctioned debauchery to turn on their neighbors. It's not pretty, and it shouldn't be. The chorus is a forge. All of the dirt of the Tears goes in, and the finest bits are refined into weapons. There are many that join the Scarlet Chorus because they wish to join the winning side. It's a shame that such patriots were not born to proper northern stock, too weak or too slight to be disfavored. The Scarlet Chorus is their best freedom from fealty to the younger realms. Not everyone has the fortune of gaining Tunon's favor. Better that the Tearsmen serve Kyros in some capacity than have them rot in mass graves. Did this favor turn away all people of the Tears? That seems selective to the point of foolishness. Tearsmen would only be a weak link in the disfavored shield wall. I think better that they serve Kyros. They'd best serve lugging grain for the disfavored, but you're certainly correct. Even the lowliest Tearsmen deserve the chance to serve, even as fodder for the front lines.
Good. Let's move on to another matter.
What can you tell about some of the Tears? Uphill both ways and full of dumb sods. I learned some history and training, and I've been here for a few years, but I'm no expert. What is your assessment of the local forces? There's a time early in the war when I would have feared the younger realms working together. Imagine that. Once I saw the modest scope of their defensive, I knew they would be easily outclassed. They couldn't even rally their best to make a competent stand. Tell me about the Vendrian Guard. They used to be the Queen's Royal Army of Vendrian. I guess defeat inclined them to a shorter name. We crushed them back in 429. I'm proud to say I took part in that decisive battle. You know the rest. The year after we thought them conquered, thousands of Vendrian Oathbreakers murdered the garrison and declared themselves free of the Overlord's rule. Tell me about the Unbroken. The Unbroken Union of Stalwart. May they rot in the decrepitude of their fallen realm. Beric squeezes his gauntlet to a hard fist. Urgh. Much as it pains me to admit it, in all of the realms of the Tears, the Unbroken have been the only foe worthy to meet the disfavored in battle. The Unbroken value tradition just as we do. Stalwart has never lost a war on their own soil, a reputation they take quite seriously. It is fortunate that Stalwart has poor relations with all its neighbors. The rest of the Tears will not come to their aid, so, as bravely as they fight, their end is inevitable. What can you tell me about the Bronze Brotherhood? Mercenaries from the free cities. The chorus needed extra muscle, and you can always mint new rings. Hard to believe the Tearsmen returned on each other for mere loops of metal. The Bronze Brotherhood worshipped the Scourges. Yes, those monsters from the old walls. The mercenaries are grown adults that willingly admire magical abomination. Read into that what you will. That said, it should surprise no one that the Bronze Brotherhood eventually wanted more than just rings and turn on their contract. Kyros now considers them an enemy, which is for the best. The Overlord needs a better class of combatants.
Go on, Fatebinder.
What do you know of the younger realms? Before we marched on the bastard tier, I recalled Graven Ash giving us a speech as we stood assembled at Fort Resolution. He told us that the younger realms lacked the sense to make a stand against us. I don't think I need to point out that the average tiersman is just plainly inferior to the sons and daughters of the North. For every one of ours they kill, we must drag a score and a half bleeding into the soil with us. It didn't help that they are afraid of magic and relied on their battlefield prowess to stage a defense. What do you know of beastmen? They drilled us on beastmen combat before the invasion, but did little to prepare us. The local savages are lacking in brains, hygiene, and the ability to arm themselves, yet the prime hunters of their species are formidable. Aside from being rapacious killers, the beastmen make good haulers and laborers, once you've killed the half that won't follow orders. You seem like more than a capable fighter. I trained with the spear and shield in my youth, but gave it up the day I earned disfavored iron. I can still throw with some accuracy, but it's a challenge these days. He knocks twice on his helmet. Why, were you interested in a sparring session? Show me how a northerner would impale a boar. Beric, it would be my pleasure. This is a traditional hunting technique, but I've used it a time or two in the arena. Yeah! Beric demonstrates a clever move with his spear where he feints, baits the enemy by dropping the defense, and follows through by extending the weapon in a graceful plunge. He executes the maneuver several times, and you are taken back by his grace. When you are finished, Beric looks on to the northern horizon in thoughtful silence, saying no more. Okay, tell me the tears. Enough about the tears. Let's just go. What do you think of our circumstances? The edict left little room for confusion. A representative of the Overlord must breach Ascension Hall before Kyros' Day of Swords and must assume death is the price of failure. We should assist the disfavored in their siege preparations, as only the Legion should take the Well's fortified citadel. I wouldn't wager a wooden ring on the Scarlet Horse, impressing anyone but vultures. What are your thoughts on me and my deeds? Any reservations I have aside, your military record speaks for yourself. You are Tunon's Fatebinder, and my opinions on the matter don't come into the one way or another. What do you think of some of our traveling companions? I'm more accustomed to traveling in the company of soldiers, so I'm out of practice, judging the war for civilians and miscreants. If you have anyone in particular in mind, I'll give you some thought. What do you think of first? I try not to. She is a force of chaos, an agent of the voices in Rot. Taking her into confidence can only lead to ruin. And yet she is a capable fighter. For the time being, I'm confident that you can trust her to serve your interests and rely on her skills on the battlefield. She may even offer some perspective on the war. Okay. So we have 8 days. 8 days.
Right.
The edict draws near. Preparation is almost complete, but we are moving fast enough. Hey! I said round up those javelins, not a suggestion. What is your role in this favorite? I'm the commander of the Iron Guard, swordmaster of the disfavored, and captain of the 3rd Boreal Army. Commander of the Iron Guard. Does that make you second in command to Ash? That I am, but I view it a very, very distant second. I have no plans to outlive the immortal Graven Ash, so while by tradition I am executor, or I suppose executrix of the Legion, I hope to never act on that sacred duty. Make no mistake, Graven Ash is the mind of the disfavored, but I am his right hand and student to his... Where have you seen battle? Let's see. Gates of Judgment, Bastard City, a quick jaunt through parts of Haven, then on to Stalwart, looks up, and finally here, Vendrian's Wall. Quite a tour it's been. What can you tell me about Ascension Hall? Kyros' edict is directing us to Ascension Hall. That's what the locals call the inner sanctum of the citadel built at the base of the mountain spire. She points east toward the narrow, vertical line of the stone that rises above all other points in the horizon. It's also the base camp for the Vendrian Guard, so taking Ascension Hall has always been one of our objectives in putting down the insurrection. But now we have a life or death reason to make that citadel our one and only focus. Who's the strongest warrior in your cohort? Modest demands I omit myself, but if I had to form the Legion into one giant phalanx, I'd have Sevius the younger, and Beric take the corners. Sevius has been at this since before I was born. And Beric, well, what? I'm neither deaf nor fragile. Say what you were going to say. I was going to say that you're perhaps one of the best warriors in the outfit, but good luck getting you to wear your regulation uniform. You're a good soldier, Beric, but you know you're a pain in my ass. I'm honored to be assigned one of your finest. Your loyalty of Beric If gain loyalty better, can gain favor with disfavored. The honor is mine. When the campaign is over, I hope you'll be accompanying me in hanging more Vendrian savages along the road. Think of the stories we'll have to trade. Okay. Let's see. You. What's your shield? You got. Ooh, the stone tower shield would be good though for him. The stone shield tower. Gives him less dodge. But I'd rather him have this bigger shield. I'd rather him have a tower shield. Because I'm going to turn him into my tank. It sucks I can't... It's fused to him. I feel bad for him. His armor is fused to him. Look at him. Is that a knife? What is that? Oh, those are daggers. Oh, it's not just armor. It's also like... Daggers are fused to him too. Damn. And yeah. Okay. Things like that were good. Yeah. Okay. You do hide helmet. For her, I can hide her helmet, so we only see her face. But nah, it doesn't matter. Okay. Let us go. Can we open that yet? No, we need more subterfuge. We need more subterfuge. Oh wait, hold up. Let's talk to her.
At your service, Fatebinder.
Oh, we got our
What do you
loyalty
need?
3. No, that's good. Actually, hold up. Let me see this. Scarlet Chorus. We got more wrath with them. I would like not to be on their bad side. This favorite, I'm really good. I'm on the great side. This favorite fucking love me right now. Ooh. Oh, wait, what? That's interesting. Ooh. Hold up. Sever the bond between Gavin and Ash and favored and the target are preventing them from receiving the benefits of Ash's aegis. Oh, so that's if like... Ooh, interesting. Vendrian God. They really don't like me. Barrack. Barrack loves me. Let's go. Permanently fused into a suit of armor. During Kyros' storm and Edict of Storms, Barrack is a lumbering paragon of war. He clings fiercely to his loyalty to the Grave and Ash and the noblest of values of the northern homeland. Iron Storm. I want to get that for him. So that'll be interesting. Blade Graves Grasp. Powerful attack that traps nearby enemy. Ooh, that's also good. Barrack likes a good joke. Yes. Yes. We're pretty neutral with her. She has a lot of loyalty and fears us pretty well. But with that, we also get Fury's Rage, projecting intense flames towards first, which when she catches her blade and spins into an orb. Ooh, that's nice. And then death from above, launch first into air longer to unleash a series of wall-aimed arrows. Ooh, that's also really good. Versus elated by your feisty, chaotic inclination. Disproved by your honorable ways. Followed by your honorable ways. Not impressed by your display of weakness. Okay. Graven Ash really likes us, so let's go. You grant control of Lady Defiance across you. This favor request. You proclaim the fire warning. Yep. Voices of Narat. You aided the Scarlet Course in taking control of the Bastard City. Scarlet reputation changed, and this faction is linked to them. During the conquest of Flames, Cross, you convinced the Forge Bound. Yep. So, I was thinking who should I back in terms of I don't know who to back in terms of faction, because I like both. I like both factions. I think both factions are very interesting. I'm thinking let's back to this favored. Your path is blocked by a small group of Vendrian guard. You can go no further until you deal with them. Oh. Losers. These losers want to go against me. What's up, losers?
That's far enough, Fatebinder.
A woman voice booms from the top nearby outcropping. Flashes of aquamarine body paint. Oh. Peek out from under her loose-fitting traveler's garb, and her outfit is festooned in braids. Flanked on either side by warriors dressed in Vendrian guard regalia, the woman leans on an elaborate bladed staff pulsing with arcane energy. Swath of blue fabric rests draped over her arm.
In accordance with ancient customs north and south, I offer and request a delay of blade. There are matters we must discuss without fear of reprisal.
In accordance with ancient customs north and south, I abide by this. You have made a dispatch. Clara sound. Run while you can. You would detain a Fatebinder of the Archons. Well, you know what? In accordance with ancient customs, I abide by this truce.
We are ready to kill to defend our lands, but we kill only in fair battle. We don't slay our prisoners. We know this isn't Kyros' way, but we must have hope. A few of my kin have gone missing, and though they may have perished, I have to inquire on the off chance they still live. If Captain Tarkus Deimos still lives, we would negotiate for his release.
Ooh, I did execute him. I'll be honest. He's dead.
That is as I feared, but thank you for telling me all the same. I prefer closure to wishful thinking. If I may make one more inquiry. What of Palox Tyrell? Did he survive?
See, though you rarely have the luxury of matching Neve's countertiersman, you register that she is asking the Avenger Guard where that took Drassus hostage. Ah. Another dead oathbreaker. Whoever you ask upon this, I should. Nothing can be done.
My apologies, Fatebinder. I had no expectations that our friends could be saved, as I'm sure the time for swapping prisoners is long gone. But at least I know of what became of them. That'll have to be enough. Then all that remains is for me to thank you for hearing me out.
Became faithful
in
Avenger
accordance
Guard
with our
and
ancient customs north and south, let us part with peaceful accord.
Alright, cool. Bye. Hi, honey. Hi. Oh my god. A cutie's in my chat right now.
On it.
Oh my god, a cutie. What are you doing in here? What are you doing in here? Hold on, I gotta move this over here. Oh, I am playing game. I'm playing game. Aha! Aha, thank you, Saribot. Saribot coming in for the clutch. Getting rid of the spam. No, anyways, the will of Kyros. So, honey, in this game, we are the evil. We are the bad people. We are the bad guys. Anyways. The will of Kyros. New missive. Ooh, new missive. Stella! Hi, Stella! Hi! Very cute emotes. I agree. I agree. They were done. The emotes were done by a big cutie. You know, just person who's the ultimate cutie. You know, that's who the emotes were done by. Just the ultimate cutie. What was their name again? I think it was Hani. Yeah. How are you doing, Stella? How you doing? Got a commissioner sometimes for my emotes. Right? Right? She's great. Her art's so great, just like yours. Alright. Grimsley. Word has reached this court that you have issued the Overlord's edict to the Archons of War and Secrets. I do it for free. I do it for free, Stella. Aww. Ooh, chilling after playing Skyrim. Nice, 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 nice. Know that we understand fully the weight of this burden and appreciate the loyalty you show in its declaration. Provided you survive this span, your service will be duly recognized. As you navigate this idiosyncrasies and mutual antipathy of all Overlord's war masters, remember that Kyros watches all with interest. Kyros is the big bad guy we work for. Appleway, what's up? Honey, you should let Stella pay. You should let Stella pay you. You should let Stella pay you. As you see, where was I? As you navigate the idiosyncrasies and mutual antipathy of the War Masters, remember that Kyros watches all with interest. Those who distinguish themselves, whether Fatebinder or Archon, have the opportunity to rise in the Overlord's esteem. Even now, the northern courts whisper that the more successful of the two Archons will be granted rule over the whole peninsula. Similarly, your fortunes rest upon the decision you make. Choose wisely. Tunon, the Adjudicator, Archon of Justice. Hi. So Tunon is our boss. This is his information. I'm just going to read it real quick. Tunon, the Adjudicator, is the Archon of Justice, ruler of the conquered realms and arbiter of disputes. Oldest of the Archons, sent to conquer the Tiers, Tunon speaks with Kyros' authority. His true appearance remains hidden behind an iron mask, the face of judgment. Tunon is an impartial, sober creature, wholly obsessed with justice and order. Though assumed to be a powerful combatant, Tunon rarely strays from his throne room, entrusting his court of Fatebinders to act as his eyes and ears, as well as judges, juries, and executioners. Well, that's us. We're one of his Fatebinders. Let us thank him for the advice. Archon Tunon, allow me to express my deep appreciation for this opportunity. Few in the Empire have the honor of treating with Archons, and fewer still of reading the empowered words of the Overlord. I endeavor always to emulate your exemplary foresight and judgment. I remain in all things your faithful servant. Send. Alright. Oh, hold up, hold up.
Can't do that.
There's an item here. Ooh, what we got here? Blood moss, vagrant's chaw, Nazar bell. Nice. Okay, so yeah, we're the Fatebinder. We're basically all evil people. We have Verse. She's part of one of the factions. Two of my companions currently are part of two different factions within our big faction. Right? So Verse is part of the Scarlet Chorus, who are more chaotic, while Barrack is part of the Disfavored, and the Disfavored are more lawful evil in a way. They're more like military men, while the Scarlet Chorus are more like gangs. Barrack, this guy here, this guy right here, this guy who's walking right now, yeah, he's fused to his armor because of one of the edicts, which are like these magic scrolls. We just read one in the last stream, which means if we don't take over this one place by 8 days, we all die.
Can't do that.
We all die. Take another step and I'll pin your foot in the dirt. What's going on here? It proves everything. The warrior slams her fists together in a resounding clap. Like that. Like, for instance, whether you're fit to lead that flock of children. Behind her, the members of her gang posture with weapons at the ready. Did you not hear the news of the edict? This is a foolish distraction. We ought to be saving our fight for the enemy. He's right. The edict will kill us all if Ascension Hall is not taken soon. Well, until Fifth Eye starts the mustering chant, we got nowhere to be. She gestures the gang across her. So now's our chance to have things out. What's the problem? No problem here, Lord Binder. She tosses her blade into the air, catching with a smile on the way down. Captain Fuckwit here seems he's about to balk from his challenge. thinks just because he used to run a ship, he's qualified to run a gang. She spits on the ground. Looking up with a scowl. A scowl? So I'm calling him out, because the way I see it, his warriors ought to follow me, not this new blood. Captain Fuckwit was my father! Fuckwit will do just fine. The word points at the post again. Oh my god. What is this dialogue? I love it. If we have to prove our strength, we'll do so happily. But I'll have your hands and feet removed and the rest of you kept for my own use. Can I wager on this fight? I could use a few rings. Why not? Might as well win a string as I gut her and take her gang. Who should we bet on? We're gambling. We're gambling. Who should we bet on? Do we bet on Quiet Shiv or Shiver Shank? The young blood or the person who's been there before? 5 bronze or Quiet Shiv or Shiver Shank? Who do we bet on? I'm thinking Quiet Shiv. I don't know. And you know what? Just to make this even more interesting. 1 second. Make this even more interesting for us. Shiver Shank. Ooh, Shiver Shank. Okay, okay. Let's start a little prediction. Yeah, I think that's a good prediction. Alright. So this is for some points. This is whichever prediction. Let's see. I'm going to put it for Shiver Shank because I like Shiver Shank. So Shiver Shank. So, this is for mana. Whoever wins will get the mana. So make your bets now. Make your bets now. I'm saying Shiver Shank. Make your bets. Bet your mana. Make your bets. Alright. Come. Who of you will be first to meet my blade? Let's see. Oh! Oh! I think Shiver Shank technically won. I think Shiver Shank technically won. So it was Shiver Shank. Prediction results: Shiver Shank. Let's put snooze on the ad. So you guys don't get an ad right now. So in 6 minutes there's gonna be an ad. So I'm letting you guys know now. The Shiver Shank. Damn. Oh sweet. 10 copper rings. See what else we get. Scarlet Notebook. Ooh. Okay, we got a notebook. Sword, fatiguing toxic, beast bone. Alright. Wow. Ooh. What's up here? Aha! Can't vote on it.
Got it.
I think because I just finished the vote. So, yeah. Maybe I'll put it for longer next time and then we just wait longer for the votes. Next time we do a vote. Oh. Man. Shiver Shank won though. You were right. Technically Shiver Shank did win. Even though they did die, but they also won. Shiver Shank did die, but Quiet Shiv died first. So, hey, look at that. The god places her hands by her belt as you approach, gripping the hilt of her blade. Past this point is Chorus territory, and if you don't And you don't look like someone's conscript. You sure you're in the right place? I am Grimsley, Fate Binder of Tunon. I am here to help vanquish the Oathbreakers. You know, I think I was told to expect somebody, but you seem too ugly to be him. Why exactly should I let you in? And more importantly, what's this hulking ton of iron doing here? Is this you see this bitch? You see this bitch? Did she just call me ugly? That's mean. That hurt my feelings. I'm not ugly. Am I ugly? I'm not ugly. Bitch. I'm gonna push her there. Bitch. You gain favor with Scarlet Chorus, gain 57 and you gain 57 athletics experience. Yay! Before she can draw her blade, you advance, place your foot behind hers, and give her a stiff shove on the shoulder. Caught off balance, she stumbles backwards, triggering outbursts of laughter in the other guard. I can't believe you sassed the Fate Binder. You're such a stupid ponce. Didn't I tell you we had a special guest coming? Come on in and don't let the ninny shitters in camp give you any guff. Damn right. Alright, let's see what let's explore the Scarlet Chorus camp. Ooh. Okay. Battle plans. Ooh, what's this? Shattered glass file. Sweet. I love my shattered glass. Death knell. Yo, what up? You. As much as an accusation as a question, the broadened shoulder woman shakes her head with a scowl. So you're Tunon's Fate Binder. I was expecting something more impressive. She bows in spite of her misgivings. Death knell, Scarlet Fury. My time is yours for as long as it amuses me. The fighter effortlessly spins a bronze sword about in her hand. Let's get one thing clear. Stick to your word. I can't speak. I cannot read. Oh my god. Stick to your words and law. Leave the fighting to the grown adults. Your corpse would just be a tripping hazard to those of us having a proper bit of carnage sport. What is with all these people just like stepping up to me? Like, do they think I'm a bitch? Do they think I'm a bitch? Daddy ain't raised no bitch. Daddy ain't raised no bitch. We've got enough useless twats dying for our name as it is. All our horde recruits seem good for, of late, is piling in a shit-reeking mound on the battlefield. She hums low to herself and flips her sword side to side, with several deft flicks of her wrist. Okay, bitch. Okay, bitch. Okay. Okay. You trying to stunt on me? Trying to style on me? Keeps up, and we'll have to toughen our recruitment standards again. What do you need? Said something about the horde finning, swelling until it's thundering, then crashing and receding. It's been the way of the chorus for as long as I've been in it. She offers a one-shouldered shrug, ambivalent of anything, but more likely just uncaring. We take our prisoners alive, give them a chance yet to live, to be reborn into something better. Putting any and every able body to the sword like this favored do is nothing but a waste. A conquered enemy is but a new ally. It merely requires the proper coercion. Of course, we do sometimes have the problem of lingering loyalties. Deserters are rarely successful in their escape, but they do try. The Avenging Guard strengthen their numerous blood ties. By their numerous blood ties have been particularly stubborn, so I've better plan hatched. Brutal, efficient. I like it. He tips her head to you and smiles, playing. Had a feeling you'd see it my way. I'm thinking, assassin! Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. I'm thinking we're redoubling our efforts to recruiting settlers. Ooh. Focuses on the unaligned and unsuspecting instead of flushing ourselves through the guilds of Oathbreakers. Claimed from the battlefield. Actually, that's not bad. How do you plan to convince them? A knife point has sufficed well enough in the past, but you've inspired me to try a more diplomatic approach this day. What do you say, Binder? You might be able to ease them into the idea and save the lives of their friends and neighbors in the process. If it means expeding the end to this meandering conflict, so be it. Sure, why not? Sounds like a bit of fun. The Fury howls a satisfied laugh and smacks you dead on the back. My methods are surefire. You'll see. I'll mark the settlement on your map. Oh, no. Oh, oh! Preston Garvey. No! Get away from me, Preston! Fallout 4. No! Marking the settlement on my map. No! She grins, biting her bottom lip bloodied. Oh, well. Biting your lips, I see. I can't wait to see the outcome of your efforts. What were you expecting? Let's see. From your deeds during the conquest to how you've helped us since then. Suppose I didn't expect much, and you've done nothing to challenge it by Scarlet Corps standards. You're no more ordinary than a conscript. Work a little harder on setting yourself apart. Maybe someday you'll live up to your name. Salt me again, and I'll bury that blade in your belly before you can scream. Do that. I swear. Insult me again. Do it one more time, bitch. And that blade's gonna go. I'm gonna prison shank you. She peels a surprised but pleasant laugh at your threat. Tapping the flat blade again. Tapping the flat of the blade against her thighs, she cants her neck until it audibly cracks. Oh, so kind of like, hold on, so something like this. I used a water bottle for that. I hope it picked up, you know, just a little. Just a little ASMR. Maybe there's something more to you fate binders after all. Oh, my neck. I actually cracked my neck for real. What can you tell me of the Scarlet Chorus? We are the voices of Narot's glory made manifest. In the chorus, strength rises and the weak feed the soil. Deafnell smiles. Standing tall, she extols the army. Our ways terrify the cowardly and shock the naive, but our traditions exist to offer promise and prestige to those fit to claim it. We abandoned all petty rules for one simple law. The strongest must lead. What is your role in the Scarlet Chorus? Do you not recognize the Scarlet Fury when you see one? We are the warrior spirit of the chorus, scholars of sword and shiv. Okay. In peace, we train those tough enough to endure our lessons, but wise enough to learn from the best. In battle, it is our duty to slay our foes and inspire the horde with our skill and bravery. Deafnell clicks her tongue. We are a fearless vanguard of this confused but glorious rebel. How's the military life been treating you so far? Oh, it's a wonder of wonders. I eat what I want, I shit where I want, and I kill who I want. Sometimes I even combine pleasures. Excuse me? Excuse me? She winks at me. She winks at me. No, wink. No. Wink. I'm sorry. What do you mean you combine the pleasures? What do you mean you combine the pleasures? What do you mean you combine the pleasures? You gotta, what do you mean by that? My enthusiasm for the work brought me here. A decorated Scarlet Fury veteran, eh? But I'm looking for advancement. If it means killing one of the gang bosses, I'm not above taking a swing at someone bigger than me. They can be bigger than you. Just make sure they don't hit harder than you. Wise words, sister. Okay, cool. She seems nice. Yeah. Here's the map. So, let us see. What is here? Let's see the world map. Okay, so there's the remote settlement. We have 8 days to complete the edict by Kyros' sword days. So I think that takes 10 hours. Okay, so I think after we've finished here in the Scarlet Chorus camp, I'd say we go to here, do this, the mission that we have there. Then we come back to Scarlet Chorus camp. Then we go to the remote settlement, do that, come back, go to Echo Call Crossing, do whatever we need to do there, as well as finding the iron, come back to the disfavored camp, give them the iron, and then go back here and then take this spire. I'm thinking that's our plan. What do you guys think? I think that's a good plan. Alright, let's see. Let us...
Interesting.
Oh! You! Ooh. Salveros. Hail, fate binder of Tunon! The disfavored pounds a heavy gauntlet against his chest in a stiff but warm greeting. Were I a betting or superstitious man, I'd say fortune must favor me today, am I not? But I am pleased to meet you all the same. Now what brings you to my little slice of personal damnation, otherwise known as... He spreads his thickly gloved hands wide. This here mud and shit stinking chorus camp. They really hate each other. Oh my god, the chorus and disfavored really fucking hate each other. Okay. Have anything you'd like to report, soldier? Maybe you've noticed something unusual during your time here. He cants his head from one side, taken aback. What about the chorus isn't unusual? The army itself is a strange, malnourished beast. But no, the screamers seem mostly in order, sir, and I haven't been spying. That's what you're implying, sir. Still as a post, he studies you sharply, scarcely appearing to breathe. Of course, even if I was, it'd be damn near impossible to learn anything from this shit sty. Fifth Eye and those damn Furies don't even loop me in enough for me to do my detail, and it's not for lack of trying them apart. What do you mean? You lost favor of Scarlet Chorus, you gained favor of disfavored. Whatever. I'm just curious. I'm not just here to keep a steady on Oathbreakers, who they give far too much freedom after conscripting. I'm here to be a resource for the benefit of both armies. I can provide insight regarding proper stratagem and request a stock of troops from Iron Marshal Eranos for reinforcements if needed, but they won't listen to me, nor confide in me, nor fight beside the brethren I could request. Why are you stationed with the chorus? From the way most of my days go, you'd think I was here to row with Bloodchant or Scarlet Furies, but my post is to represent the disfavored's interest before Fifth Eye and the Scarlet Chorus for Iron Marshal Eranos. Not that I've gotten to do either much in the last span. What do you think of Scarlet Chorus? They're rabid dogs, the lot of them. Ever seen a screamer racing headlong into battle like a hound chasing a winter hare? I have, and I can tell you more often than not, it's the screamer who ends up skinned and gutted. Leave the campaign to the chaos, that's the chorus, and we're doomed. You act like it's a punishment to be assigned to this detail. Is it this? I know I fucked up to get here. Got 3 days in the hole and a nice little promotion to go with my new post. Won't be making the same mistake twice when it comes to the Iron Marshal. Well, actually, wait. I should be out here fighting for Ash's glory, not standing here. But what exactly did you do to end up here? Made the grave mistake of suggesting the Iron Marshal wasn't fully utilizing the Scarlet Chorus. Well, here I am, a liaison officer to a camp of liars and cheats who'd sooner gut me than ask for me. She showed me. Our lives are at risk, and even then you can't get along.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
I didn't talk to you, Alexa. I wasn't speaking to you. Every time. Begging your pardon, sir, but I've never fought a battle where my life wasn't on the line. Kind of the nature of war, isn't it? Well, that sucks for you, homeboy. Varia Kel. Let's talk to her. The Fifth Eye must authorize all prisoner visits. Oh, okay. Is that a little piggy? It's a little piggy! Oh, it's a little piggy. Okay, they have little piggies here. Ooh. Bronze spent dagger. So, my character, the class I chose for him was unarmed fighter. So, I'm doing a lot of unarmed fighting. So, my damage isn't a whole lot. But I do have a secondary thing where if I wanted to, I could just dual wield. But I'm going unarmed fighter for now. Let's see. What's her thing? What is... Can I move this? No, I can't. Okay. What she got? Do we have anything for her to use? No? No. Okay. That's good. But we have more stuff to sell. Reg and Baz. What up? Well, look who we have here. The Fate Binder finally shows himself, Baz says. I'm Reg, The second soldier. This is Baz. We were wondering when you might pay the camp a visit. The fifth eye has been a little starved for attention. He ordered us to... Do you want to watch you like a troublesome babe? Make sure you don't get out of line. Something like that. If you have questions, ask us. Good luck finding anyone else in camp who will give you answers, or even a smile. Tell me about yourself, Baz. I was a sellsword at the beck and call of a fat merchants. Just another dented face in the crowd. After too many years spilling blood in local skirmishes, I realized that I was only killing time. Then Kyros showed me a better way. Unity, purpose. Now I fight for something, not just someone. Been watching the Scarlet Furies practicing my blade work. Not good enough to join them yet, but I bet I could show you a thing or two. Tell me more about yourself, Reg. He scratched the back of his head as the law floors. Well, I had a family, a farm. Then the chorus came in. Well, now I have the chorus. Priorities change when you hear screams in the night and feel a blade pressed to your neck. Things like farms and families don't seem as important. I used to have nightmares thinking about the culling. Felt awful, remembering how I hacked my ma and dad to bits just so I could survive. The culling. When the Scarlet Corps conscripts a village, they hold a ceremony known as the culling. Every able-bodied man, woman, and child is given a weapon and forced to fight their family and friends to the death. Those who survive are deemed strong enough and free from the old ties to join the army of the Voices in Ra. That is fucked up. That is messed up. Holy shit. Okay. Motherfucker had to kill his family and friends. Ooh. The fifth eye heard me howling one night, pulled me out of the horde and took an interest in me. Now I'm studying magic, calling fire from nothing. If Ma and Dad could see me now, they'd be so proud. Yeah. Sure. Tell me about your time in the Scarlet Corps. Reg and I were conscripted at the gates of Judgment. He used to fight for Okon, me for Azure. How many fights we survived so far? 11. No, 14. I count each day in Sunder separately. The chorus is not as bad as it smells. The strong, like me and Reg, are allowed to take what we want, what we deserve. We live only as well as the strength afford us as it should be. What can you tell me about the fifth eye? Reg trades an uncomfortable glance with Baz and lowers his voice. They say he shares a direct link with the Voices in Nara. God, your tongue around him. He's a little wild, bloodthirsty, mad, brilliant. Reg flinches and glances over. I was going to say eccentric. The chorus isn't picky about who joins the ranks, so you can expect to find some unusual types. Most are likely to kill you as well as promote you. What do you know about Vendrian's? Well, the walls might seem imposing, but the Vendrian Guard do a better job of hiding its weaknesses than fixing them. We took the Citadel once before. We can take it again. We have to, don't we? Though Kyros knows I want to stay... Kyros knows I don't want to stay any longer than necessary. You should know better than to parade your cowardice before the Fatebinder. It's not cowardice. It's just superstition. Why are you afraid of the Spire? Sorry, Fatebinder. I shouldn't have mentioned anything. The fact of the matter is, we were told to stay away from the spires and old walls ever since we were babes. Of all the dumb childhood lessons that fell by the wayside, that one stayed by the same. Imagine a soldier of the course pissing himself over architecture. More like what's underneath it. The Bane lurk around those old sites and kill anything they can reach unawares. I have no wish to meet the Bane in combat unless there are 100 blood chanters at my back. Me neither, I suppose. Baz, teach me. Let's see what you can teach me. Let's dance, Binder. Oh, okay. So what's she dual wield? Oh, she can teach me unarmed combat. Perfect. And a little bit of dual wield. That spent all my money. Oh shit. I'm broke. Yeah, ever since the Fate by spoke Kyros' eater, I felt bugs were crumbs. Oh, didn't see there, Fate by. Show me what the Fifth Eye has been teaching you. We'll make this. Oh, okay, so he can teach me. Oh, he can teach me lore. Oh, that and subject. I need more subterfuge. Shoot, shit. Oh well.
Sorry, can't.
Okay. Hello. I don't want to enter command. What?
Can't do that.
Where we go? We gotta go through this way. Okay. Let us see what we can find here. What's in here? Grain. Ooh, we could sell that grain.
Can't do that.
Damn, not enough subterfuge. Okay. Okay. And then what was this?
Slow and steady.
Snigler. What up? Upon noticing your approach, the merchant straightens his posture and responds, "What an honor! The name Snigler Dagos. Originally from the relative tranquility of the Northern Empire, I've since accepted a nomadic life for the sake of keeping Kyros' forces supplied with only the finest goods locally imported. I'm gonna call you Dagos. I don't like your first name. Let's see your wares. It's not much. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that's nice though. Fire eye stone. What's that do? This rock glows with warmth trapped from the edict of fire. How it contains heat up and so gives me +10 control fire. I see, I see. The scroll of channel strength. Still figure. Ah. We don't need anything, but let's sell some stuff if we can. Okay, let's see. What do we want to sell? Let's sell that. Let's keep that. Let's sell 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 the bloods. Let's sell the 2 bloodstones. Why not? Boop. We got some more stuff. Ooh. 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 Yoink. Gonna take that. And what's this? Damn, I need more lore. I need more lore to read that. The Bind of Tunon arrives. Squealing with teenagers. Timber. The fifth eye's voice makes your gums itch and your fingernails feel in need of a trim. And we just finished having a bit of sport with some captives. But worry not. We'll have more fun with another batch momentarily. Oh. Cool. Now that you have issued this edict and doomed us all to die, have you come to help us climb out of this hole? I trust you are getting your warriors ready for battle. We know the Oathbreakers are focused in the citadel beneath the mountain spire, but we have learned that this is not their only nest. Given their pattern of attacks, they must have a second group maintained camp in here in the outer valley. And unless we deal with the second group, they'll attack from behind any moment. The moment we cross the river. My last group of scouts returned with a new batch of prisoners, and one of these prisoners claims she can lead us to the Venturing Guard's secondary camp, though there are shreds of deception in her voice. I could use your help in questioning this Varia Kel. Perhaps you will get less screams and tears and more useful information out of her. If we knew where to ambush the Oathbreakers, we could try and take their captain, show him the wisdom of joining the chorus. Why not ask the Archon of Secrets? I do not tell the voices of Narat what to do, nor do I question his motives. The Archon is busy plotting. Okay. Yo, fucking chill. I've known the Archon to demand personal interrogation, but it's only ever been with leaders, mages, or others. Great merit. And I've often imagined the interrogation process not to be taken lightly. Okay. Yeah, I'll speak with him. I'll meet you there. She's waiting by the other prisoners. Alright, let's deal with Varai before we let the sage speak. The fifth eye must authorize. Quiet, man, let the fate bender speak to our catch of the day. Yo, what up? Please, someone I wish to bow before the voices in Narat. I thought all could find redemption in the chorus. A woman in the makeshift armor of the Venturing Guard lurches forward in agony. This one was hollowing earlier that she knows the location of the Vendrian Guard encampment, but she isn't being entirely honest. I told this thing. The prisoner turns pale a moment, but before a look of determination comes over, that I wanted to guarantee I'd live and be welcome to the course as a captain. Then I'll talk. Otherwise, they'll just kill me once I've opened up. I was dumb enough to join with the Vendrian Guard, but I'm not dumb enough to give away my bargaining bronze. You claim you would disavow your people for the Scarlet Course. Why the change of heart? Because I want to live, and you don't need to be the Archon of Premonitions to know that the younger realms are gone for good. Kyros is the new strength of the tears, and I would rather stand with his Archons than be crushed by them. Why should I trust the words of an oathbreaker? I suppose I have no answer for that. When I joined with the Vendrian Guard, I accepted their broken vow unto myself. Have you not felt a passion for a foolish cause, one you later came to regret? Well, my surrender is sincere, and I'm willing to bow before the voices in Arat to prove it. Tell me what you know, and I can see for your release. I heard the course is looking for Captain Pelox Florian and his crew. I can lead you to them, but only if you release me. She turns her head, taking a long look at the skewered and smoldering corpses around her. She tugs at her strings, but to no avail. We could raise our voice and be like, "Start talking now!" Or we can be like, "You're lying. Why don't you tell me what you actually know, and I'll see about saving you." What should we do? What should we do? Let's use subterfuge. Be like, "Bitch, you lying. You're lying." Well, you see... So I don't know exactly where the rest of my crew is, but I can tell you... Search that one! She reaches up with her right leg and points with her foot, calling attention to a nearby pile. The tall, dark one, missing most of his face. Check his left boot. He was the literate one in our crew. He had the orders. The snap of his fingers and a pair of choirmen yanked the boot off the fallen guardsman. A rolled parchment slides out of the boot and is frozen. Oh my god. I ate some Chinese food earlier. It's coming up. Ooh. He unfurls the scroll to give it a read. I hope everyone's enjoying this, because I know it's a lot of reading, not enough gameplay. It's nonsense. Just a massive mash of words. Laughter erupts from the mask. She said she had information. She gives us garbage! Slay this wretch for wasting our time! I'm about to sneeze, holy shit. He snaps his fingers at the nearby Scarlet Fury, who promptly snatches along. I heard her say she swear fealty to voice and rot. An initiation rite would be in order. Seeing as you're an expert on the subject of fate, I will entertain your wisdom on the matter. What would you propose we do for her? Let's test her loyalty. Variah, kill these guardsmen with something blunt. Yeah. Variah looks at the prisoners, once her allies, and closes her eyes as her bonds are untied. The onlookers snicker and cheer when a heavy rock is placed in her hands. Mouthing something inaudible, she lifts the rock high above her head and smashes it down on the prisoner's skull, wincing back a scream as she hoists the stone over her head a second time to finish the job on the other prisoner. The bloody rock hits the ground and Variah slumps to her knees in a defeated moment later. Damn, we got her to kill her boys. Yeah, you know what? Good. Fifth Eye places his bloody hand on the trembling woman's shoulder and nods her. Welcome to the Scarlet Course. Do not fail us. As a pair of soldiers come to lift Variah, the Fifth Eye turns to you, his voice filled with glee. Where's a slave to clean up the offal when you need it? Hydrate. I got you. You're lucky I have something to drink. Delicious. Delicious. It is not water. I will say that now. I don't have a bottle of water with me at the moment. But I got 2 cans of Mr. Pibb Zero. Stretch 2. Big stretch. Alright, big stretch coming up. Ready? Oh, yeah, that's good. Oh, that's good for my back. Thank you. And, ooh, self-care, okay. Alright, my posture's good. We're no closer to finding the Oathbreaker's position, not with this cryptic mess. She promised us answers, and all she gave us was gibberish.
Sorry to interrupt, but I highly doubt it's gibberish. More likely, it's one of the local scripts.
Oh, I love this guy, by the way. I remember in my first playthrough, which it wasn't long. I didn't get far, but I love this guy. He's a smart boy. The voice comes from another prisoner, tied up next to Varia. Better than nothing. It really is better than nothing. An older gentleman with the quills, ink vials, and parchment scrolls one finds on sages of the school of ink and quill. Ink smudges cover his cheeks, temples, and ears. His clothes appear charred, and between the rips of the fabric you spot burn scars along his arms. Despite being emaciated and tied to a post, he offers a beaming smile. You enrolled department see a message of modest length written with professional, albeit hastily, penmanship. Tearsmen speak the canto just like the northerners, but they have a half-dozen different ways of writing it. This particular script is unknown to you. Can you read this?
Well, let me see. I can't.
You hold the parchment in front of the bound sage, and his eyes dart down the length of the missive. He reads the words a second time, nodding in silence.
So, I don't know exactly what it says, but I'm half certain that's Sage Selwyn's handwriting. I'm sure I could decipher that in a few hours' time. Don't need my hands free, but I think better when not tied to a post. I know, I'm weird that way.
I love this guy. I love him already. It's Lantry. Lantry. I like this guy. I like this guy. A few hours. Either you can read it or you cannot. What use is a sage that doesn't know his letters? I've heard all I need to hear. I say we have fun with this one. Your life depends on you translating this scroll now.
I would love to help. I just need some time. That's written in another sage's shorthand. I'd have to sit down with it, or better yet, compare it to a piece of his writing I have stashed on me somewhere. If I sat down with it while sufficiently sober, it's highly probable I'd figure it out.
Sober? Since when do we share the good stuff with the prisoners?
Oh, nobody shared. Right before I was taken prisoner, I imbibed several vials of reagents. I wanted to be numb and disconnected when my captors used me for carnal catharsis. It's made these last few days tied to a post almost enjoyable.
I love this guy. I'm not gonna lie, I kinda like this guy, you know? I don't know, there's something about him. There's something about him that I like. Reminds me of me. It can't hurt to give him a few hours. You read the edict. I don't need to tell you the sundial is working against us. This adult old bag is just trying to stall us. Let's see, we could say untie him, give him a chance to translate. The voices of Narat will be upset to know you squandered a source of enemy intelligence. How true. Then we shan't put him to waste. He will serve a most riveting source of amusement as we put him on trial.
Fatebinder, I beseech you, be my advocate for this trial. I'm no fool. I know the chorus uses blood, not words, to settle these matters. But you are a servant of the Archon of Justice, are you not?
Fine, but I'll be his champion. This one needs to live. Release this prisoner at once. I'm taking him into my custody. We need the prisoner alive. This is a terrible idea. He obviously has useful information, yet you're willing to let him die for sport. As a Fatebinder, it's not my place to tell the chorus how to conduct trials on their own line. Fine. but I'll be his champion.
Good. I like it when Tunon's puppies get their paws dirty.
Stop. First. Stop. I'm not a puppy. Stop.
I wouldn't mind taking a swing at some loudmouth chorus braggarts myself.
Tee. Oh, Barrick. You gain favor with the scar. Did you hear that, brothers and sisters? Raising his arms to the sky, the fifth eye roars for all nearby to hear. Trial by combat is upon us! The sage is unbound from the post. Stiff legs nearly buckle as he attempts to walk, and his arms flex and flail in their new freedom. Wiping sweat and grime from his brow, the sage steps close to you with a nervous smile. Rhythmic roaring and stomping of hundreds of feet in unison flood the camp. Horsemen begin to circle and swirl about, brandishing weapons and cheering. So they're kind of going like... for like the stomping. Like boom, 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 boom. We're gonna get into a fight. If they got this worked up to fight the enemy, I venture the war would be over by now. Begin the chant of gathering. Let the warriors know that tonight's entertainment will soon commence. Brothers and sisters, who amongst you sets the standard for strength? Who amongst you will help winnow the weak from the strong? Our claimants have been assembled. Now let the trial of the Oathbreaker begin!
Send me your
Alright. We are... Ooh, damn, we have a lot. Okay. We're gonna do that. And then Barrick, I want Barrick to... Yes. Let's have him get these guys to attack him. And then we'll have Lantry. Lantry. Okay, Lantry, we're gonna have you be party support. Barrick, you're gonna be protecting the party. I want to have her do her blade dancer thing. And yeah. Okay, so there. And then we will focus.
Alright, let's do this.
Yeah! Boom! You see that? You see that? I am the god of combat. By the righteous shedding of blood, we have found our answers. Regrettably, it appears the sage is worthy of leaving our camp. The fifth eye offers a short, mocking bow to Landry. By the customs set forth by the voices of Nerat, you are free to go, old man. Brag to your grandkids that you fell afoul of the course, yet lived to tell the tale. Hold aloft a severed limb for all to see. Splendid! Splendid! Oh! That's the spirit fate binder. Show the dregs justice wrought from strength. If only Narad had claimed you before Tunon did. Alas. I thought I'd die to that post. The sage looks down at his rope-worn wrist. Now hand me that parchment. I'm certain I can decipher it. I see. Well, much of the parchment was weathered, but I could make out the important parts of the text. The note makes mention of a meeting spot west of Tripnettle.
Don't know about you, but I feel like fighting
So
someone.
the old sage knows his words after all. I'd ask that you travel ahead and see if you can't get this Captain Florian to yield to the chorus. They will strike at first sight, of course, gang, but perhaps they will parley if yours is the face they see. I know the area. I suggest we go at once. I'll show you the way. I'm eager to be far from the stench of this camp. Slow down, my friend! Introductions might be in order. My apologies, guess we skipped that part. I'm Sage Lantry, formerly of the Vellum Citadel, and now of, well, nowhere, I guess. You're offering to come with me? Why? Because the alternative is, what, living here with these illiterate brutes? My old study is under a river of fire, and there's no family missing me. Besides, I'd much rather chronicle the binder that twice proclaimed an edict of Kyros. I'd be a fool to let someone else write your story. Something's amiss. There's a lot of fight in you for an old scholar. Now you're offering to join this expedition? I've met sages every bit as cutthroat as hardened gangbosses. They're just part of doddering scribes, but don't let that fool you. It's odd for someone your age to be so mistrusting, but I'm not with the oath-breakers, if that's what you're fishing at. I've worked for them under duress, but I had no love for them. I'm not about to pledge to the chorus, and the disfavored wouldn't have me. Still, I consider myself a Kyros-fearing vassal of the Overlord's empire all the same. Oh yes. For as long as I've been a sage, I've been trained to defend myself. We don't spend all our time binding books and sketching wildlife. Just most of it. For centuries, we've been in a quiet war with the School of Tides and the School of Wildwrath. You can't travel alone as much as I do and not know the Bronze Dance. So you won't be a parchment weight during a fight. Good to know. And your little quill dagger, just for decoration. Glare silently. How about you just tell me you want to chronicle me? Well, of course. Even if the burning library is never rebuilt, I'll work to chronicle the days and events that needn't cease. You're a noteworthy player this whole war. I can't think of another living fatebinder that has been twice given the honor of proclamation. Swear fealty to me and I'll let you leave. If that's your price, I will pay it. I, Sage Lantry of the School of Ink and Quill, do pledge my services in Sky to the Fatebinder, and by extension the Court of Tunon. He dips in a steep bow. I know I may seem old and frail, but I know how to step lightly and how not to get killed, really. I won't slow you down. Lead the way and let me know if I can be of service. Are we done here? Let's hightail it to Trip Nettle. If your new pet doesn't behave along the way, I'm not above clipping his ears. Ooh. Yes! We have leveled up 2 of our people. Ooh. Okay. I don't know. What should we do? What should we do? Okay, because she's more of our rogue. Yeah, let's put it into resolve. Yeah. We'll have verse and resolve. And now let's go Lantry. My boy Lantry! Oh, we can change their colors. Ooh, interesting. You know what? Because they're palling around me, they gotta go with the purple and green. Purple and green. Purple and green. Alright. For him, also resolve is good too. Could be witch. Let's put 1 into witch. So we have 15. And then 1 into resolve there. I think that's good. Perfect. Perfect! Skill points. Let's go for her. Ooh. Duelist. Or skirmisher. Well, let's see what we got here. So I guess skirmisher is her gonna be her range stuff, while duelist is okay. I'd rather have her be a duelist. Let's see. Mocking Iron. Verse taunts her foe, enraging them, forcing them to attack her for a brief. When an enemy strikes first, she gains a passive bonus to dodge and parry skill until combat. Ooh. After a kill, Verse will strike twice with her attack. Ooh. Verse moves quickly on the battle, but too quickly for enemies to engage her. Oh, that's also good. Wow. Let's go Killing Spree. Yeah. There we go. Lantry! Okay. So for him, because we're going to have him more as a support, let's focus more on the support. But let's also give him something in terms of attacking. Let's see, what's this? Lantry strikes his target, interrupting them and lowering their physical armor if used for himself to attack. Ooh. Okay. See, preservation. So, greater renewal empowers and Lantry's renewal ability, granting even greater increase to weapon damage and armor. Okay, so renewal just gives us an increase in weapon damage and armor. Arcane armor, magic shield, control, proves control life skill. But what does control life do? Determines the character's ability to draw a sigil of life, higher value skills increase. Oh, okay. Well, let's do that and that. Yeah. We'll do that. And then... Okay. Okay. And then... Lantry. Yeah, he didn't like my rude ways, but hey, that's fine, that's fine. We're gonna have Lantry like us, because I like Lantry. Okay. Core Sigil. We're gonna assign that to also him. And then we don't have any other accents, we don't have any other sigils. So yes. Okay. Another helmet. And actually, let's give him something. Scholar's robes. Wait, hold on. Is the scholar's robes better? No, it's not. So yeah. So with the blood chanted leather, 3/ fire armor, deflective recovery, deflection. Yeah. No, we'll keep him with the blood chanted leathers. And deflection 5%. And we'll give him a nice little helmet. Nice little helmet for Lantry. Gotta keep him protected. He's our little boy. He's our baby boy. What's this? Ooh. Wait, yes. We're gonna need... How do I get like a stack? Ooh, nope. Okay, no. How do I... Nope. How do I... Oh, whatever. Let's give him a few. We have 5 history. Let's give him some more. I'd feel better if my tank had a lot of healing potions. Okay. Okay.
Will do.
Can we interact with that now? Yes, we have more lore. We discovered a new sigil in the magic world of Tyranny. Learning how to perfectly scribe sigils empowers him with energy. Yes, we have new sigil. Perfect. Wait, did Where's the... This guy... He sold scrolls, but could he sell a scroll that has a sigil? Let me see your wares. Lesser sigil. Sigil vigor. Okay, and then we'll also trade you some stuff. We'll trade you this. We don't need that. I'll trade you that. And yeah. Okay. Learn. So now we can learn more sigils. So we have this sigil, which is sigil of illusion. And then if we do that, we get sexual blur. Mask the target in a blurred illusion, making them harder to hit. You know what? Let's give it to her. Ooh, wait. Ooh, wait. Yeah. Okay. With that. Okay. And then we have this one. It's the Sigil of Vigor. Boom. So he already has Titan's Touch. But if the Sigil of Precise Action... So assign that to him. Yes. So now... Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
Can't do that.
Okay. Alright, let's talk to Fifth Eye. Yep. What is your role in the chorus? While the whole of the chorus remains loyal to the voices in Rot, I am truly the most loyal. Oh, so loyal. Of his numerous warriors. He's the Crimson Spear, part of the Archon's inner circle. Dozens of the strongest gang bosses answer to him, and there are orders, and from there, the orders trickle down to the rest of the army. I am the Archon's martial retainer and humble servant. I am his eyes and his ears, but also his mouth. For I speak with his authority when he is absent, and I am his killing edge when the rabble is moved to war. Did you ask for this honor? I did not have to. The voices in Ross saw the need inside of me, and through his arcane ministrations, burnt away the clinging, cloying parts of me that foolishly resisted his enlightenment. Disgusting as I may find this creature, the Fifth Eye is not the only one who has suffered changes in the service of this war. No, indeed, you ironclad behemoth. Have you ever considered jumping ship and enlisting with the chorus? With strength like yours, we could have you leading a decorated gang in your first week. If I ever jumped ship, it would only be to sink to the bottom of the waves, beyond the reach of you and your parasite of an Archon. Good thing you mentioned loyalty twice. Now I'm really convinced. Are all the Crimson Spears as odd as you? I would not ask to speak of the other Fatebinders. I will not speak for the other Crimsons. He's odd as fuck. He's an eye. He's not because he's a Crimson Spear. The Spears are cold, determined bunch. Eyes are a breed apart, owning a fraction of the Archon's secrets. Madness. When you take the vows of the chorus. Unlike most of the conscripts here, I did not need a cudgel against the head to see the wisdom of the Archon of Secrets. I probably joined the chorus in its nascent days. Left my home in the bastard city to join with the incoming chorus, and the rest is glory and history. These days, you follow the chorus or die. We who choose the path and kill to defend our place are the old guard. Even if there have been 2 or 3 years, the chorus has short memory. We'll continue about essential. At the center of Vendrian's well, at the base of the mountain spire, points to the northeast where the spire cuts the vertical line rising above all the mountains in the horizon, is a small fortification. Ascension Hall is the name of the Citadel's inner council chamber. I can't speak. I don't know what it is. I just cannot speak. I cannot read. Oh, I'm sorry, someone messaged me. Let's see. We've left the garrison when this valley was first taken in 1429, with the citadel being their base of operations. When the Oathbreakers staged their revolt, the garrison and the Ascension Hall was defeated. It makes sense that Kyros' edict would demand that we burn this rebellion back to its point of origin. What do you know of the disfavored commander? Iron Marsha Reynos is a doting warrior, just like the Archon of War. She's one of a few Selectus favored, cautious and cowardly enough to be trusted with the Archon's iron toddlers. No doubt her primary qualifications include being related to Ash. The Legion's a little big into its pedigree, if you catch my drift. Keep insulting my commander, and I'll slap that mask off your face. Not that I'm eager to see what's aside. Stand down, Beric. I'm addressing the Fifth Eye. You gain favor with Scarlet Horse. You gain fear with Beric. If you don't need my counsel, then I'm happy to keep it to myself. I'm not much for talking under the best of circumstances. And this doesn't even nearly qualify. Though I'm loath to speak highly of her, I cannot deny she's a brilliant swordswoman, and the other disfavored seem to take her seriously, despite the serious stick that's popped up her backside. Who's the strongest in camp? I am, naturally. Well, the Archon is, without question, the mightiest in camp. Defno is the master trainer here, and she's almost tough enough to take me. She's a biter. Don't tell her I told you that, but she can't be trusted. But she can be trusted to fight and lead. And while her humility is lacking, Verse is correct. She's been running with the Furies even longer than Defno. Too bad that skill and puissance did nothing to save her sisters. Sounds like you're insulting my friend here. Did I detect a hint of fighting words in your voice? Then I must have spoken in her. I meant no offense. I wished only to convey that Verse is a true survivor, an embodiment of the kind of grit Chorus reserves. So kind of you to step in to protect my honor that way, because I'm clearly incapable of speaking. Man, fuck you, Verse. I'm being nice, okay? I don't like when people talk shit to my friends, about my friends, so of course I'm gonna be like, hey, talking shit? Huh, bitch? Is there a reliable quartermaster peddler in camp? Talk to Dagos. I'm not saying his first name anymore because that is unfortunate. He's wise enough to steal from you. He's wise enough not to steal from you, and he'll only cheat you a little bit. He's right over there. Cool. Thanks. Thanks, Fifth Eye. Alright, that's all that there's to it here. Alright, let's get out of this bitch. Alright. So we have a few things to do now. We have a lot of places to go. Okay, let's do this, then Echo Call Crossing, then Northern Clearing, then Triple Nettle Wilderness. So let's go here. 2 hours. Mr. Pibb Zero is so good. I love me some Mr. Pibb. Forget Dr. Pepper. Nah, I love Dr. Pepper though, but Mr. Pibb's good too. I was gonna get Dr. Pepper today, but I was like, you know what? I haven't had Mr. Pibb in so long, so you know, let me get that instead.
Can't do that.
Okay.
Sorry, can't.
Okay. I'm feeling it. We might have to fight someone in this remote village. I know we're here to convince them to join. Hey, there's no one here. As you step into the center of the village, you feel as if you are being watched from all angles. The distant patter of feet echo off the walls of the small and seemingly deserted village. I'm Fatebinder Grimsley, and I've come to discuss your conscription into the chorus. Cooperate, and you won't die. Wooden beams, tree rust behind you. If you wish to hide in your homes, I'm happy to burn this place to the ground. Go home to your overlord! Sorry, friend, but you won't be leaving here in one piece. We'll send you back north. I want you folks to see what happens to those who invade our lands. Well, if that's how we're gonna do it. Alright. Actually, hold up. Nah. What can I do? Death from above. Get that motherfucker.
Await my signal.
Go!
Will do.
Grovel before me!
Get his ass.
Damn my eyes!
Combo abilities. Spells. Let's use cleave. Yeah. Go, cleave his ass. Bam!
Got them in my sight.
Searing paw. Hey, we gave him a chance. Not bad. I'd have piled up the same number of corpses in half the sword strokes, but, well, where are my manners? One nod ought to cry. Not one ought nod to credit. I can't fucking read. I can't fucking read. One nod ought to criticize help so generously given. You've my deepest and sincerest gratitude for gutting those Vendrian piss ants in my place. How can you be so damn pleased? These people are dead. That's several conscripts that will be joining. Now you step forward to reveal yourself. You're not a fury. You're welcome. Though I came here to course, slaughter wasn't my intention. We already got what we needed, the willing ones. We were hoping a different face might convince the remainder to join us, but alas, we can't win them all. Whoa, now, no need to break my bones over it. If you're friggin' pissed, take it up Defno. It was her plan, not mine. Look, then, I'll tell everyone how badly you slapped around the Oathbreakers, okay? You did us a real favor. And you deserve to have your glory touted. Yeah, cool, thanks. Fucking bitch. Damn, like, almost got me killed. I probably could have done better to convince them, but hey, it's all on them. It's all on them. They're the ones who didn't want to join. We gave them a chance. We gave them plenty of chances. Wait, can we speak of Lantry actually? Lantry, what might I do for you? You've been traveling. You're gonna be traveling. I want to know more about you. An understandable request. Let's see. Born in Sunder, no kids. What few longings of fatherly love I've got in my heart is satisfied by taking care of carrier birds. Learned my sigils and spells about 30 years back. Being able to defend myself has opened a life of field study, and haven't grown tired of wandering just yet. I've written on all matters of subjects, magic, birds, language, geometry, but my main focus has been chronicling. I find there's no finer pursuit than recording the events of our times. There will always be legends of what happened. Someone ought to be making note of the real thing. Aside from that, I don't know. I practice centering stance, draw portraits, make my own inks, and have a sharp aversion to autobiography. I'm about as boring as watching coral grow. How'd you wind up here in Venturion's Well? Well, the Vellum Citadel was set aflame by Kyros' edict. I fled as fast as my knees would carry me. Every direction seemed a bad idea, but heading to Venturion's Well seemed the least suicidal option. Mind you, I was laboring under the misconception that the Vendrian Guard had surrendered, and the fighting in the valley had stopped. Ah, yes, 7th of sparring. That's when I crossed the mountains. That would be 3 days after the Vendrian Guard jettisoned their surrender and claimed the citadel in the valley. The Vendrian Guard nabbed me, and several other sages moved through the valley. The other sages were sympathetic to the Vendrian Guard. As for me, I just agreed so as not to get everyone killed. I think defying the Overlord is a really slow and stupid form of suicide. Tell me about your work with the Oathbreakers. The Vendrian Guard has several noble born in their ranks, and they know their letters. Problem is, they come from the noble houses scattered across the realms, each with their own private script. That's where the sages and I come in. Between us, we're familiar enough with all the regional scripts to translate and coordinate. But translating is child's play, so I might have helped out a bit more. The old citadel at the center of the valley is crumbling affair, and there's no time for proper construction. It seems a crime not to put my magic to work. What did you learn of their plans in your time there? It won't surprise you to know that their strategy is largely non-existent. They cling to the hope that their example would inspire others in the tiers to come to the valley and join the cause. The recent inaction between the Archons has emboldened them, and some even think the Archons fear the Vendrian Guard. I'm sure they have it quite wrong. What else can you tell me about the Oathbreakers and their forces? The Vendrian Guard surrendered back in 429, and while a lot of them were conscripted in the chorus, 3 of the leaders, Captains Ari, Matani, and Florian, never turned themselves in. Instead, they hid in the valley, gathering up what resources they could until they could challenge the local garrison. At the highest count, earlier in the year, they numbered over 400. Their ranks swollen by soldiers of Haven and Azure that survived the war. They are a dying breed. These Oathbreakers, most in tears, have come to realize that Kyros has already won. And before you ask, a connoisseur of the inevitable, I have made my peace with the Overlord and bow to his might. So you provided military aid to the Oathbreakers. When the servant of Archon of Justice asked me that question, I can't help assume it's an antecedent to some sort of punishment. I can't deny that I assisted the Oathbreakers, but the alternative was to starve in a cell. Intent matters. You were doing what you needed to survive. Well, I trust my future actions will show to be of service, not a source of problems. How did you end up a prisoner of the course? I had to send some missives, and that meant getting to clearing where my turns and doves might find me. The patrol with me was ambushed by the Scarlet Course. I tried to flee, but but some youngster tackled me, and one out of one fire into another, and it's been running theme this year. Let me ask you about something else. Tell me about your magic. Oh, I don't much like to brag about that. Not asking you to brag. I'm asking what can you do? My major areas of focus have been preservation, concealment, and healing arts that have served me well in this newfound life as a peripatetic prey animal. The sages study all kinds of magic, but as a chronicler, I wanted magic that would help me see more, archive more, protect objects of historical value, seeing as I feel like an old relic in need of some protection. My skills suit me well. Can you teach me anything? Sure, I can show you how to blend your own inks, train birds to think you're their mom, how to turn a goat into parchment, but I'm sure you'd prefer to learn some magic. If the school of ink and quill still mattered, I'd maybe be more tight-lipped, but if we're going to travel, you should know how to mend wounds, especially if I'm killed. I know the edict still looms, but if you have a few hours, I could show you the basics of healing magic. Or at least how I learned it. I'd be honored. Rummaging through his satchels, the sage produces a long quill and a crumpled piece of parchment. 7 quick strokes of the quill, he inks a pattern on the page. Well, let's start with first principles. When mending wounds and easing pain, we invoke the magic of the orphan midwife, Archon of Rebirth. By invoking her sigil, we channel her mastery, however briefly, through our hands. Now trace the sigil, following the lines in the order I sketched them. Oh, if we had War Mage, we could have done something, but let's follow instructions. Since this isn't your first cantrip, I'll move a little quickly, but I think you can keep up. All right, so he's going to teach us. And so if you need to heal pain as opposed to purge an infection, you'd move your hand like so. But that's enough for now, and I think the rest you can figure out on your own. Tell me about the sages. For hundreds of years, the sages have been devoted to the collection and preservation of knowledge. We are scholars, bookmakers, archivists, and students of the mystic and mundane alike. The wisest of our guild, not that I truly belong in that category, are versed in sigils and spellcraft. I see. What do you know of the Vellum Citadel? I once felt a rush of pride at that name. Now it's a blight upon our reputation. The Vellum Citadel was a beautiful sanctuary of the parchment and ink. We had amassed knowledge of the Northern Empire to the coast of the Tiers. It would take a score of lifetimes to learn all the Citadel could teach you. But the sages in charge of the Vellum Citadel thought themselves above Kyros' rules. The Overlord learned the sages were copying and spreading lies of forbidden knowledge. Kyros put an end to that to life at the Citadel with his Edict of Fire. All that knowledge set aflame. When we bind books, we bind them to last. Our most important tomes were warded against fire and utter maladies. So many of the books remain intact as the shelf and floor melted away. I suppose it's still there if you want to brave danger and certain death for it. There's good reason they call it the Burning Library now. Who leads the school? I keep learning more names of those who died during the Edict of Fire, so my information could be obsolete. But with Sage Krevnik, I'm thinking Krevnik, incinerated, Sage Renata would be the current provost. And if she dies, well, fuck. Thanks to all the recent deaths, maybe I'll be next in line. Let's archive that under things to worry about later. What's your role in the guild? I completely did not read what he said before, but whatever. I'm one of the chief writers of the Chronicle. It's our attempt to record the truth of all things in their proper sequence. It's an ongoing life work of generations of sages, and I have the honor of witnessing history and having my vantage point be a matter of record. Oh, the sages would not bow to Kyros, yet you do. True, my peers can grasp many abstract concepts, but on the subject of hopeless wars, their stupidity rises to idiotic splendor. The sages believe themselves the mightiest magical guild in the tiers, and they could even back that claim, but they mistook being the best for being a match for Kyros. How it is so many can study so much history and learn so little. I've studied Kyros and the Archons in great detail, enough that I'm no longer blinded by fear of their magic, nor by envy of their special gifts. To my mind, it seems like nonsense to bow to a mere king or queen when one could serve Kyros, the living embodiment of rulership. Indeed, I have a finite aptitude for discussing myself, and I'm more than sated. Let us press onwards. Hey, we learned a new scroll. We learned a new sigil. So now we have a healing sigil with that. Boom. Wait, let me see. Boom. We can give... What, he already has Restoring Touch. We can't assign it. Because it's level 50. Let's also give his Restoring Touch to myself. I think we're good. Okay. Let us leave this area. Okay, now let us go all the way back to this chorus camp. Oh, Mr. Pitt is so good. Alright. Let's talk to Defnell real quick. Be like, hey, you almost got us killed. I want to change our party formation. Let's see. Diamond, block, diamond, line. I think diamond formation is good. You know what? Yeah, let's just keep diamond formation. Because if... block formation is fine and all, but... yeah, we'll do diamond formation. Whatever. Fate Binder. I'm gonna punch this bitch. Bam. And once you close the distance between the two of you and land a punch squarely into her stomach. The force of it knocks her back at pace, causing her to take a knee. She lets out a few coughs. You or any chorus member try anything like that again, I'll put you on a spike myself. The party has received Cleansing Charm. The party received Twisted. Scarlet Fury nurses her stomach, replies in a strain. I'll make a note to watch my step around the Fate Binder of Tunon. Just before she walks away, she takes out one of her swords and gives it a once-over toss. Good punch. And we earned her respect for doing so. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh, Cleansing Charm. What does that do? Immunity to poison. Yes. See, one-handed iron sword. Ooh. Ooh. I know we don't really use swords much, so we'll give the one-handed You forget that. Here you go, buddy. Yeah, there you go, buddy. You got a better sword. Alright. Excusez-moi. Alright, now let us go to... Let's get the iron. Let's look for that iron shipment. Let's look for that iron shipment. Keep watch. The enemy may strike at any moment. Back over here. Maintain defensive posture. Wounded disfavored commander clutches his bloodstained chest piece as he takes a breath, gathering his thoughts. His focus is on the scattered, wounded men around him. Your plan has been a rousing success. Most of our troops dead, a bridge destroyed, and the Avenging God pushed us back to where we started. Ladies and gentlemen, the finest the North has to offer. In your next act, I needed those Furies on point. Don't mock my strategy after working against it. We could have taken them. Fatebinder Grimsley. I did not think the Tunon would send you. What an honor. Thanks to you, we now thrive in the Blood Chanters Guild. Oh, sure, a few of our peers of the School of the Wild Raft did not see fit to convert with us. But the Voices had a long chat with them. What is happening? Shouldn't you be on the other side of that bridge? We tried to rush the western bridge, blow for blow. We had them running, but halfway across the whole damn river just lurched up. The cursed Mittani swallowed the bridge, and most everyone on it. Only the real soldiers we have left are the Scarlet Furies that I quite wisely directed into a flanking position. Few of us kept our footing, but the advantage was lost. We had to fall back. As we did, the Oathbreakers surged down the east bridge. We held the ground until they fled back across the river, but now we're back where we started with only a fraction of our strength. Well, a member of the school Tides is alive and working with the Avenging Guard, but I assure you she's the culprit. That would explain how I saw a woman dressed in blue on the other side of the river. It didn't seem like she fit with the others. Had we focused our strength into one perfect lunge, we could have crossed the bridge before the enemy knew what was killing them. But it's not too late. We can use the Scarlet Furies to... No, fool! Stop suggesting ways to get my gang killed. Are you working for the Oathbreakers? We should wait until the enemy is no longer on high alert. If Antio's plan is not good, what would you suggest? There's a time for initiative and a time for patience. We should try a different part in the river, or come back later. The enemy is too wary of us now. Are you in such a rush to see Kyros' edict come to pass? Sorry, Quip. I'll strap you to my back and charge down that bridge alone, but doing nothing is an option. Well, we can wait for Kyros' edict to kill us all. If this were a hearing of grievance, I'd let you call the shots. But we're talking about the lives of my gang. Conscripts are copper a dozen. But Furies, I've worked hard to secure the loyalty of my gang. I'm not scrap fine warriors on such a buffoonish plan. Boom! What was that? Blood me all you want, but the Furies won't follow my... I like your technique there. Persuasion suits you. Let's keep hitting him. Enough! Your interrogation leaves nothing to be desired, Binder. This is getting us nowhere. Speak for yourself, but my sails are unfurled. Didn't know you were so into foreplay, Binder. Oh. I think I turned them on. I suppose I have to tell the Voices not that his agents were soft. Huh? Do you think your words would change? I meant to say, perhaps the Fatebinder is... Right. Antio is in charge. When you meet the next with the Archons, you would tell the Voices I was instrumental. Just like that. No way. I won't question it. Yes, thank you. Yes, you had best be thanking me and the Fatebinder. We've saved this favor time and time again. Once more, listen up. For this to work, my Furies need a moment to get out of cover. Fatebinder, you need to run up to the East Bridge. Don't get yourself killed. Just draw their attention. I'll signal my Furies. It's no time to waste. Thank you, Fatebinder. Oh, that's a lot of dead bodies. Oh, villager. Clearly, I surrender. Okay.
Can't do that.
So I cannot heal him. I'll heal myself. I'll heal myself,
got it.
even though I didn't need to. Oh, there's a lot of dead bodies. Yoink. So that's the bridge.
Sorry, can't.
Ooh. Take all.
Curious.
Ooh, hold up. New bow. What's her bow at? Better DPS, better armor penetration, better range. Yeah, sure.
I see you there.
Ooh. Ooh. More armor.
See that?
Okay. Let's see. Oh, It's a little better than our armor, but I don't want Avengering Guard armor. I think I'm just gonna keep what I have for right now.
Found something.
I told you to summon the trap.
Heads up, we have company. I got it.
See that? That's entirely useless. Fine. That's fine.
Yeah. How do I get up there?
Can't do that.
Yo, what up? You there, and you! Get over here. And disfavored are back. Guess they forgot a javelin or two. Be a doll, would you? Hurl them back. Wait, another disfavored. Wait, not another disfavored. This is a Fatebinder. Odd, I would have expected. Well, just more soldiers here to convince us to nail down our heads. Your heraldry. House Matani. Apologies that your river must be dirtied with this conflict. I am honored and will trust that my grievances wash down the stream. May the river guide you through the valley. Your friends seem to have misplaced most of their squad. Guess they're somewhere in my river. My family's been protecting this river for 6 generations, so it's easy to lose track of all the looters and vagrants we had to feed to the eels. Unless you want to try a running leap over, you're stuck. Maybe try heading downstream to Placid Crossing. We have more warriors there, and I'm certain they're just trying to take stock of our crew. We've had unexpected help, kill and rape a realm enough, and everyone comes out to the work to help. Let us across, and we'll grant you mercy. Hold your oars a second. I have A statement prepared from Captain Ari for just this moment. She reaches in her belt and, with an impish smile, pulls out a hand to reveal nothing but the local hand gesture for penis. Oh. Okay. Wait, there's a second missive here somewhere. She feigns scouring her pockets before displaying her phallic gesture again. As amusing as I find this soon-to-be corpse, it would appear that our distraction has paid off. Said, I wouldn't keep standing there, Fatebender. The river's currents are quite unpredictable. She called us a pianist twice, and that was rude when we were nothing but nice to her. Yo, better quip. Well done. While you were toying with the Oathbreakers, my gang had the opportunity to set a rope on the collapsed bridge over yonder. The Furies wait to join you in the battle. Good work. Good work. Your gangs have salvaged this mess. We require no thanks for carrying the burden of this favor. Is too weak to lift. Plan now is to lower the bridge. My warriors can't swim in their armor at the light of the troops. Can you move across the rope, then lower the bridge? We'll meet you on this side. Crossing by rope, are we? In that case, I might recommend I go last. For once, I agree with Antio. My gang's been spotted. Go now, before they are overwhelmed. Alright. Let's cross the bridge. Let's use the rope. Oh, hey, I level up real quick. Hold up. I want to up my subterfuge. Okay, so we can up subterfuge through. Let's go this one. Yes, please. Oh, we have a lot that we can put into. So leadership, mark enemy. The party gains 2 additional quick item slots and consumables while used in combat. Oh. Ooh. Interesting. There's a fragility. Faint. Move faster in combat. Oh, I like that. Careful place attack that attempts to make to open a major artery, leaving. Ooh. Interesting. Let me see here. Oh, that's really good. Okay, I think for now, let us just put a point in unarmed mastery. That way, our unarmed attacks do deal more damage and allows basic attacks to strike multiple times. And I think the next time we get a talent point, let's put one in leader. Let's put a couple. Let's focus on power and leadership. And put maybe a couple into agility, but mainly power and leadership. And then for her, we'll focus on duelist. For Barrick, what we'll do for him is we'll focus mainly on sentinel. And then for Lantry, we'll focus on preservation. And let's make sure he gets Gifted Healer 3 when we can. That way he can be a better healer. Incoming! Hydrate! Self-care bomb! Delicious. Where are you getting all this mana? Alright. Delicious water. Well, no water, but hey. Stretch. Ooh, big stretch. Big stretch. Fixing my posture too. Thank you.
Heads up, we have company.
Alright. I think we'll have him do that on him. Or her. Have her just straight up launch a burning arrow on that guy. Have Barrick. Let's have Barrick. Let's have Barrick just go for the mage. Let's have Lantry. Yeah. Do some shit like that. And then. Ooh. Commands. I don't have any commands yet. I don't know. I still have to figure out how to do that.
Right.
Fall before me!
Yes. Get that. Punch him in the gut. And then we'll do.
Sorry, can't.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Harsh words would cause more harm than this useless weapon.
Come on, get the double punch in. Get the double punch in. And then,
What's wrong with my weapon?
Searing Palm, so he can't heal himself. Searing Palm! Fuck your magic.
Damn my eyes.
Palm strike.
Right.
Ooh. Guess what we found for you? Not as much armor, but hey, it works for you. Ooh, see Landry's staff of real. Ooh. More range, more DPS. Let's just have that as his secondary, because I want him to keep his quill, because it's a unique weapon. It is a unique weapon. Okay.
On it.
Ooh, Topaz. That's pretty useful.
Kyros' butchers have come! Flee!
Stepping lightly.
Let's do this. Oh, then I got a phone call. I'm back. Sorry for that. It was a quick phone call. Alright. Retreat! There's too many. They've crossed the river. see. Raise your hand if you... Raise your hand if you'll leave behind orphans. One of the soldiers panics at the proposition and breaks formation to flee.
Another battle? I'm starting to think we're bad at making friends.
Right.
My armor feels lighter.
Death from above! That guy.
Ready? Why can't I hit anything? I'll hit you twice. Ready?
Will do.
They never had a chance.
Can't do that.
Get her ass. Bam. Double punch.
Right. Right.
Let's see what else we got here. Yoink and yoink. And
Have a look
yoink.
here.
Hold up. Barrack. Yes, Barrack. Do 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 do. Suit that. And then with you, let's see. Fight defensively, gaining bonus to armor. Allows Barrack to engage an additional enemy. After using Clash of Iron, Barrack will attack twice. Ooh. At the start of combat. Ooh. Let's do this. Boom. Okay. Okay. So we're just gonna keep going up.
Sorry, can't.
We missing something? How do we go up there? Okay, I guess we just... Ah! We're in Echo Call Village now.
They're here! Run! Go now!
Are you guys really thinking you can beat me?
I see as the crow flies.
Grovel before me.
Right. Will do. Right.
Yeah. What up, villager? Please, my children are inside. If you must kill me, do it away from them. Nah, I don't want to kill you. I just want to hurt you. Real bad.
Can't do that.
I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna hurt you. Real bad.
The Vendrian
That wasn't so hard.
guard can't protect us. We must go.
Yeah, you're right. The Vendrian guard can't protect you. Like, look at this. We've already killed most of the Vendrian guard. Let's get the rest of these losers.
Ain't that odd.
Take me if you can. Can't move.
I'd better not wake up dead.
Damn, she got down. Heal Barrack.
My armor is dented. Let me repair it.
As you command.
Ooh.
See that?
Hey. Ooh. Source to all magic skills. Oh, I know who to give that to. Oh, Lantry. I know. But this gives you to more your magic skills, and I'd rather have that. Put that to stash. Yeah. Alright, Lantry. Okay.
On it.
Stepping lightly.
Kyros' soldiers are here!
Okay. Hello. Matani's Sybil Shrill's voice pierces the air. Do not fear, sons and daughters of Apex. Kyros' hands are at our hounds are at our doorstep. The Venturing Guard will not abandon you. Brave warriors of the Venturing Guard, these foreigners and sellouts mean to burn our homes and butcher our families. Summon what strength you have and show Kyros the price of taking our land. Several soldiers step out of half-closed doorways and dimly lit alleyways, fury blazing in their eyes. The partisans shout battle cries to the marshal their courage, and you see the great gleam of iron as they brandish their weapons in charge. How in the name of Ash did these hillfolk get their hands on the iron weapons? Barrack regards the locals with momentary panic and bewilderment before setting his stance for battle. Well, obviously they fucking stole
More
it.
tallies to the body count.
Alright. Barrack, I'm gonna have you get those guys. You, on the other hand, will go after him. And I'm gonna have you do something like that.
Come and feast my iron!
Will do. Await my signal.
Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks?
I got it. On it. I got it.
Get his ass. Palm strike. Yes, let's go. Yoink. What up, losers? Alright. Let's see. She is leveled up. Let's give her some more vitality. Let's give her some more vitality. And Lantry also leveled up. Let's do that. Okay. For Lantry, ooh, erase the record. Place a preservation seal on allies. If the allies' health falls below limit, they are healed for a large amount of health, and the seal is destroyed. Ooh. Lantry revive. Oh! Yep. Yep. We need second breath. We need second breath. And for you, let's do... just to know your enemy.
Sorry, can't.
Okay. Let us save real quick. We got 7 days to complete the edict, or else we all die. They're here, weapons up, and remember, those no longer with us, honor them with your courage and prowess. Faintbinder, we are proper warriors, are we not? This battle should remain between the two of us who specialize in dealing death. Let the villagers go. They do not ask for this conflict. I'm not here for slaughter. I prefer to talk. The townsfolk may go. The rest of you, stand and fight. I'm not here for slaughter. I prefer to talk. Really? The trail of my dead friend said otherwise. What is there to say, Fatebinder? Unless it's sorry for all the murders, followed by a big swig of hemlock. It's too late for words to solve anything. Kyros ultimately brings order. Why resist unity and prosperity? This insurrection is doomed to failure. Why throw away your lives? My goal is to gain your surrender without bloodshed. Kyros ultimately brings order. Why resist unity and prosperity? Like the unity between the disfavored and Scarlet Chorus, that's not the sort of peace we want. Besides, peace is overrated. Peace means tolerating the evil in your neighbor. It is a cowardly dream for those with simplistic notions of the world. But I concede half your point. The Vendrian Guard was once simply the army of Apex, but now we have volunteers from the realms joining our cause. So you're correct about bringing unity. This insurrection is doomed to failure. Why throw away your lives? We've demonstrated that once vanquished people can rise from the dust and bloody the Archons. If the objective is to send a message to others, the tears, then this has been a resounding success. My goal is to gain your surrender without bloodshed. That is a commendable notion, but a tragically simple one at that. If any here could stomach life in the course or submission to a disfavored, I keep saying disavowed, but disfavored work camp, that person already surrendered years back. The folks standing before you are the ones serious about our freedom. Besides, we already reneged on a surrender. I know any deal you've come to offer is just a trap, as the Archon's pride demands that they bury us. So sorry, we've been at this too long. Death or glory, there is no third option. The townsfolk may go. The rest of you, stand and fight. Far be it for me to question a call, but this village is a source of aid for the Vendrian Guard. We would be fools to leave it standing to resupply our enemies the moment we turn our backs. Fair point. The villagers are guilty as well. All will surrender or perish. I believe Kyros would wish us to show mercy to the villagers. Strange. I thought I was doing the talking here. I mean, Barrack has a good point. Barrack has a good point. Fair point. The villagers are guilty as well. I didn't know our guilt was a winter fever so easily shared throughout the village. But perhaps the only way to impress your overlord is to slaughter the sick and unready. they knew the cost of defying Kyros. That's about the logic I'd expect from one of Kyros' pawns. I want this spineless piece of shit off
More
my race
talent to
bank.
the front.
Okay. We are going to do 4, Bob. Have her do... Let's give her poison on her weapon. Then have Barrick do this. Hold up. Boom. And then have him... Let's have him do... No, we'll leave him alone. Alright. Boom.
Come and feast my iron!
Tear your skeleton out by your ass!
Okay. Heal her, please. And you... We'll do that.
Nothing stands in our way.
Girl! Heal! Heal! Oh, I got another phone call. Hold on.
For the queen!
Bring it up when it's over.
Consider it done.
Sorry about that. My brother called. Brother Bear called. Alright. Let's go back to doing this. Dude, they're attacking my healer and I don't like that.
On it.
Take me if you can.
Take that.
Oh.
I can't feel my...
Oh god. Heal up. Barrick, please!
Let's have it then.
And then... Boom, on his ass.
I'm injured.
Wow. Oh! Alright. No, Barrick! Here's the last one left. Shit. Okay.
I will aid you.
Get his ass, Barrick.
I'll do it for the
Eat
North.
the berries. Eat the berries.
That was beneath me.
Get his ass. Get his ass. Okay, 4.
I will aid you.
Heal up.
I will aid you.
Beric, please! I need your ass to live, dog. Dude, eat this cheese. Can I put this cheese in your quick slot? Oh, I can't. Fuck.
So heavy.
Beric, you bitch! No! Fuck. Okay. 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 We're gonna try one more time. We're gonna try one more time. Yo, what up? Binder, what do you mean by this dereliction of duty? I could see us letting the sick and infirm go to tell of our infant, but these south knobs took up against arms. A fair point. You're the commander. The villagers leave. The rest of us will settle this with honor. We've beaten their warriors and shamed their captain aside her ancestral river. Never heard of winning graciously. Yes, I mean it. Run before it's too late. I will repay this. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna let them run. Well done, Fatebinder. You bring honor to the court with your valor. The captain, what became of her? She still draws her breath. I let her go. Told her to send a warning to her friends that I'll be coming. Really? I would have liked to take her back as a prisoner. We may have lost several numbers, but we picked ourselves up and made this work. And what of this village? The locals could have trapped the houses, so too risky to commandeer the site. It'll cut off support, send a message, smoke signals. Did we waste all that time, blood, capturing this place only to torch it all? Now I adore the mystical power of fire in ways none of you could understand. But even I think there's time for a place arson. Fatebinder, kindly tell Antio he's free to burn half of the village. The Scarlet Course would like to keep the Give favor Barrack, game favor. You place too much great trust in these locals. Yep. Kyros' edict looms over. We have nothing better to do with our time. You hear that? The course just made this town their headache. A sensible decision, dear Fatebinder. If we hold to this favorite's pogrom of raised soil, what will remain for us to rule? Seize this place, search the homes, and take all that you can carry. Give each survivor a chance. The voice's mercy. Fifth Eye needs your services, dealing with the Oathbreakers in the Outer Valley, no? Well, when you are done with Fifth Eye's request, the Archons will be gathering for another meeting at the disfavored camp. As our sole representative of the court, your presence will be required. Don't keep them waiting. Okay. I think... Okay, here's the thing. As much as I like doing unarmed, it's really fucking us over in combat. Because I'm not dealing enough damage. But I can deal with that. It's a two-handed. Okay, who's bad at everything? Okay, she was just twisted irons. Ooh. Oh, it's a two-handed weapon, so he'd be without a shield. I want him to keep his shield. It's the same as the iron sword, but it looks nicer. You see? Nah, I like that. Okay, so I think we're good. There's supposed to be a forge-bound iron. The iron shipment must be located somewhere in the village. Search the area for goods. Gotta search this village. They're hiding our iron that they stole. Gotta look for that iron. That iron's important. It's for a quest.
Sorry, can't.
Old man Mua. I've already told you of not leaving my home. Those hands fist together for emphasis. Clary was startled, bro. Oh, you aren't those purple imbeciles. Sorry, didn't mean to yell. Eyesight isn't what it used to be. Name's Mua. Been here since the old King Archon claimed the valley as part of his own. You're with Kyros, right? And Kyros brings priests, right? Well, I surrender. Now leave me in my home. I suggest you cooperate with their demands. Settle down, son. I've been living here on my lonesome just fine. I've endured the heat waves better, breath fever, flooding. I'm not worried about children's at play. So hope none of you kids drown in the river. That'd make your parents sad. I doubt you enjoyed quartering any Scarlet Course if you stayed. This settlement is becoming a garrison. See if I can... A garrison? I thought this was just some little pissing match if soldiers are moving in. Last thing I need is a good-for-nothing soldier demanding room and lodging from the one hospitable local. No peace at all. Fine, I'll gather my things. Best be off before closing. Let's pick the lock. Let's pick that lock. Picky lock. Hey, it's our forge-bound iron ingots. This old fuck stole from us. You motherless whoremonger, get out! Found forge-bound iron in one of these barrels. You have a great deal to explain, old man. It's always the young pushing the old. I had no choice in the matter. Strange men appeared here in a fortnight ago. They claimed to be supporters of the Vendrian Guard, but I've never seen them before. I had no choice. These so-called freedom fighters threatened my life if I didn't comply. Villagers forcing you to help the Vendrian Guard. I showed up for the iron. Villagers forcing you to help? Have you been listening to a damn thing I've been saying, or do you have shit for your ears? That's exactly what I'm saying. I don't want any part. Either way, you knew, and that this favor will make you pay the price. No, please, dogs. You should have thought of that before being complacent. I mean, yeah. He should have thought about that. He should have thought about that. Alright, so we have new course. Let's see. Oh, we have new expression actually. Fire. Ooh, fireball. Yes, please. And you know what? Let's give it to Barrick too. Ooh, wait, what's this? Ooh. That requires more lore, so instead let's do that. Yeah. Because he's 50. Oh, ooh, hold up. Okay. Strength. Okay. So the healing wisps will assign him. And then we'll also change that back to that. Can we do that and that? Just do that. Yeah, give him precise action. Boom. As well as, yeah, I think that's good. And then no. What's false pit? I think we're good. Yeah. I think we're good for now.
Will do.
Yeah, that's what he gets for stealing from us. I mean, hey, it's also what he gets for working with the enemy. He wanted to work with the enemy. Oh, that's good. Earthshaker hood. We'll take everything. Let's also see what missive we got. The will of Kyros. Grimsley, perhaps your continued and faithful service shall remind Archons of their duties to the Overlord. One can hope may fortune favor your endeavor. Yes. So we got a few people there. Ooh.
Can't do that.
To battle!
Immediately heal, and I'm actually gonna have her do that.
Not a problem, boss.
And then I'll have him go for there.
Did I always have this much blood? Got dark all of a sudden.
This weapon is useless!
Sorry, can't.
Fireball.
Face my iron! Stand tall, Fatebinder.
Run! Run, Barrick! Tactical retreat! Tactical retreat! Damn. They really on his ass. Okay.
Raven Ash protects. Time to change weapons. I will aid you.
The fact that we can do this during combat is funny. Let's increase his weapon damage.
I will aid you.
Can't let him heal. Can't let him heal. That's right. That's right. That's right. Go after this bitch. Go after this bitch. Go after the ones who's doing that. Fireball her. And the AoE should get out of her. No? Okay.
I will aid you. Come and face my iron!
For the queen!
If only this had if only this game had
Let's have it then.
more of the combat from what's it called? Baldur's Gate 3. If it had Baldur's Gate 3 combat, this game would be even better. But I like this combat, it's not bad.
I will aid you.
Get her.
I'll do it
Get
for the
that
North.
last attack in. Boom. Alright.
Come and face my iron!
And fireball. We'll do this nice attack, the little striking iron.
Grovel before me!
And then nice searing palm. Yes! Yes! Y'all motherfuckers could have helped me, but nah, you
I got it.
Ooh, fucking earth shakers. These earth shakers, man. Ah, Fatebiter, how fortuitous. For us, I mean, decidedly not for the Oathbreakers. You're welcome. May the stones guide your steps and may you walk without falter. I need to speak with Commander Ironcore. With tremors from the Earthshaker pushes his hood back, sweaty forehead on a sweaty forehead. He glances to the group of the weary, battered mages. I'm afraid I'll have to do as I'm Mage in Charge Earthshaker help spar at your service. Wait, your commander isn't even here? With all due respect, Fatebinder, it is not a matter I expect you to understand. We absolutely cannot abandon Karen to the Stone Sea. As we've only recently located him and are in the process of constructing a fort to guard his remains, we cannot spare another mage, especially now when the beast tribe that flocked to Karen in his final days is becoming increasingly territorial. And so Radix refused Ash's orders. I'm not of rank to make such a sweeping valuations, but I'd say he'd interpreted them in his own manner and to the best of his judgment rather than outright refusing them. He is an Iron Guard after all. His decisions, though difficult to make as they may be, will certainly embolden our routine to the tears. Not if your general and his entire army is dead. If they... what? How? The Overlord has issued edicts of execution. If we don't take the woke by Kyros' Day of Swords, everyone here will die, including Ash. Well, clearly Master Radix was unaware of the severity of the situation. Had we known, assuredly the guild would have come in full force. Regardless, it looks like you're all forgot. Report to Sevius at the disfavored camp. He'll have further orders for you there. Yes, sir. Alright, let's quickly camp here. Let everyone heal up, get their manas and everything back. Boop, bop, bop. Okay. Now what we gotta do is... Okay, we got 6 days left. Let's go back to the disfavored camp real quick. Took us an entire day to get back there. Yes, now we could open that.
Got it.
Okay. Let's see. So, Earthshaker reinforcement to Civius and return to Isotanis. And then got all that. Taking the Outer Valley. Then we gotta do that. Okay. We're almost done with the prologue. Where's Pentabor? Ah, yes, you, Pentabor. What might I do for you? Let me see your wares, Pentabor. I'm gonna sell you a bunch of stuff. Sell you that. I'll sell you that. I think that's all. I'll also sell you that bloodstone. Okay, and in turn, what you are going to give me is... let's get that, however many supplies we need. I think that's it for now. Boom, new core. Sigil Frost. With that expression, we get Frozen Grass. Interesting. This is Rhyme Spike. Form of massive frozen spike from the ground. Ooh. Okay. We'll give it to him. So now he has more magic. Rona. For all due respect, our cohorts have proven themselves against Apex Fools and time again. What can your Earthshakers do other than get in the way? I don't want to be here, Sevius. My orders don't involve proving our value to you. If the Great General doesn't want magic on his side, then he can order us to stand down and sit this one out. I don't question what your mages can bring to the table. Helpspar, if I have my preservations about your leaders, what could Radix show up to the siege? Why couldn't Radix show up to siege himself? He has more pressing issues than the state of our conquest. I would like to hear about this from his mouth. We're not a war mage and we're not a guilded apprentice, so we don't have the requirements for whatever thing there is. So let's just say if Radix is not inclined to help, perhaps the next of kin might be. The party received Emerald Pin. The party gained 750 rings. You've gained favor. I hate to upset the chains of command during a time of war. Perhaps Radix's brother can convince him to remember his duty. Fatebinder, I thank you for the part you played. You didn't have to risk yourself, but all the same. Yep. Yoink. Yo! Here it is. Good thing the Oathbreakers didn't get their hands on much. I can't tell you what it means to get this back in hands. I'll make sure to tell my superiors what you've done for the Legion. Yes. Let us see your thing. I already have that. I already have a better helm than that, but okay, you know what? We're gonna do something different. What does this one do again? Haste. Yeah, we'll take that out. We'll take the Emerald Pin. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll have her with that. Give her the quickness. And broken helm. Okay. I know usually we're doing unarmed, but hey, I'm thinking at this
Sorry,
point
can't.
it's better if we could increase our damage as much as possible. So I'd rather have something. You know what I mean? Alright, let us see. Completed. Complete. Alright, let's just go to the wilderness. Why am I level 3? I should be more than that. But whatever. 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 Tripping that wilderness. Fake lump? Okay. Reinforcements, finally, come this way. We need to. The chorus pumps his tattooed arm midway. The gesture, look of confusion dawns across his painted face. Sister Verse? What did I do to deserve such a helping hand? A chuckle escapes the man. The fifth eye is a sense of humor sending you. Verse returns to cold. You two know each other. This one used to run with my pack until he left for Defnell's gang. Motherless swine didn't even have the guts to fight me for the right to leave. He just packed up and left with his own coward's tail between his fat legs. And a wise move at that. How many have you lost under your command so far? I misspoke. I'm sure you got most of them killed. Can't rule out death by their incompetence. Seems like Defnell didn't take my advice and have you gelded to curb your outbursts. If you want to fight him, I've got your back. But we do have a mission here. I'm gonna grab him by neck. Apologize. Now. With swift, confident stride, you advance on Fake Limp and grip his neck before he can step away. His stance wobbles as you clench down on his throat and he presses his arms against you, desperate to push away. At last, he tears himself away from your grip, gasping for air, clutching at his throat. I'm sorry, Mr. First. I did not mean any disrespect. Of course you didn't. I couldn't care less. Just know this. You're not good enough to do it to my face. Clean yourself up. Apologies. I've been in the field for weeks, answering to no one. I forgot my place. Their camp is just yonder, and we've kept an eye on them. For the last couple of days, some of them left a few hours ago looking for food. Maybe out on patrol, but they haven't returned yet. Might be wise to strike now while they're divided. How'd you find this place? Happy accident of sorts. We were up in the mountains with orders to keep the Oathbreakers in and keep any would-be allies out of the valley. Strangest thing happens. Tremors hit the pass and the tremors lasted a bit, so I figured they were magical. But there were no signs of Earthshakers or anything. That was Kyros' magic sealing the valley. Oh yeah? That explained it. Thought for a second Karen survived death and was back for vengeance. Figuring we didn't need to watch the pass no longer, we headed down slope back to the camp. New Fish and the gang's got up good eyes, and she spotted the campfires from up on high. We've got curious, swung this way, and that's pretty much how we got here. What's your plan now? I lost two of my gang in the mountains. We've been on half rations for days, so until we get a much larger contingent, we're not likely to win any fight we start. Now that you're here, I figure my gang will hold back and keep an eye out of trouble. Maybe swoop in if things get messy. Too cowardly to fight. My gang and I will lurk nearby, and when you make your move, we'll descend and help with capturing Florian. Don't worry, I'll let the others know you did the heavy lifting. I'll cheat at battle, but not with my reputation. Yeah, you better, you little bitch. I'll beat your waves. Okay. Affliction duration. Let's go with. Let's increase. Let's increase our quickness. I could have done vitality though. Oh shit. Oh well. Okay. Talent points. do that.
You see what I see?
There's Sun soldiers. There's 2 guys there. Let's see what's up here.
Slow down. Let's take a closer look.
Okay. Okay. Alright. Alright. I think
More tallies to the body.
See what I
let's
see?
take these guys out.
I got it.
We have longer reach now because of the spear.
Let's see what falls out.
The spear. There we go.
On it. Sorry, can't.
Alright.
Now look here.
Get him.
Are you afraid of death?
Right. Right.
Harsh words would cause more harm than this useless weapon.
Yes. Yes. Attack him. Kill him.
I got it. I got it.
Let's get rid of that trap.
You see that?
Yo, what's good, my guy? The Overlord's peons have arrived. Blades up! If you value your life, drop everything and flee, or stand and fight. I'm happy with that option too. It just seemed unsporting for me to suggest it. Surrender now and I can protect the lives of your warriors. Surrender? To you and what army? We have you outnumbered. You're the one who should be interested in avoiding the fight. The course knows I'm here. More will follow. If you surrender, they will take you to see the voices in the rot. A poised blade could be tucked in your boot. What are you? Vera stops herself and raises an eyebrow. After a quick read of your face, she shrugs. Aren't you a traitorous little shit? That's an interesting trade. My crew's lives, and I get a shot at killing the Archon? Fuck. I'd probably never get that close to him on the battlefield. I will do it if you allow my soldiers to leave. I will concede and agree. It's your lucky day. I'm in a merciful mood. I'll let all you leave. All of you leave. Go now before I reconsider. Is this a joke? I have my reasons. Let me guess, your disfavored friends are the Phalanx formation. Just west of here, we run right into the screaming. Think of the dumb move here is being here with more troops. Think what you want, but you should run now before I change my mind. I don't get it. Why would you let us escape? Why would you anger your masters? Yes, why would you? This isn't my war. My reasons are my own. Kyros does not wish to rule over an empty wasteland, and this war is claimed enough already. Are you kidding me? This shit. Do you have any other big looks to Avenger and dogs? Incredible. I had my doubts that a member of the court would know anything about war. Hazard of being a warrior. If the sharp edges don't get to you, eventually you're conscious. You all heard that? Time is essence. Stole you. Sybil was right about you. He was hoping we're making the right call. For your eyes only. Wait, what the fuck did I just do? Oh, fucked up. I fucked up. No. Nope. I fucked up. That's my fault. I wasn't paying attention. We're running that back. We're not being cool. We're not being good guys. We're being bad guys. So we're going to have to do this all another time. Because I think it's been enough. So we'll get through all this again next time. So, thank you guys for joining. Yay. Thank you everyone for joining. Right now we're going to raid someone. But who to raid? Who to raid? Ooh. Who do we raid? I'm thinking someone cool. Someone hip. I actually don't know who to raid. Who do we want to raid? I don't know. No, we'll read this person. All right. Get ready, y'all. Get ready. Get ready for the raid. Yay! Raid channel up. Be sure to copy and paste this. We're going to give this person a lovely little hello. We're going to be nice. We're going to be wonderful. It's all going to be a good time. I'd like to thank everyone for joining me with our campaign for giving Kyros everything he wanted. We all are under Kyros' will. He is our overlord. Yeah, so let's raid now! Ah!